Hello and welcome back to the Shop Worldwide. My name is Michael. Today we're going to go through a little bit of pre-maintenance. I have a autocross event on Sunday. Today is Friday. So we're going to change a few things about the car. We're going to do a power steering flush, going to resurface the front rotors and replace the front pads. And we're going to change the oil. And then we'll rotate the tires, make sure the pressures are all set properly. And talk about bedding the brakes, stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and head to work, and then after my work day, I'm gonna stay late and get all this done. Alright, as you see here, it's up on the lift now. I'm about to go ahead and get most of the oil change done. We'll get all the four wheels off, and then get those front brakes off so I can get to old brake pad off of it. And we'll have these new brake pads embedded on there as soon as we get out of here on the way home. Alright, so you see the filter up there. I usually just use a plastic license plate holder. And that way, once that starts draining, it'll go straight into here. It's my little NC trick. None of the other generations really have this issue, but NC's got all this subframe right under where the filter is, so it gets messy, and this is my kind of cure for that. Alright, we're getting the rotors turned now, as you see, and then we'll take the next step. Alright, now working on the passenger side. Alright, so we got our Hulk pads here, we got our grease and pads. I'm gonna go ahead and get them in and get everything put back together, and I'll throw some video in there for you. Alright, got the brakes on here. That is a 17 on the back of there. So we got this off, got the clips back on, brake pads on and greased up on the back. So we're gonna get the wheels put back on and torque them down to spec. Get this. Now I got all four wheels off. I'll go ahead and rotate these so they will wear evenly, and go ahead and double check the brakes and everything from last night. Make sure everything looks good, and then we'll continue getting these things bedded. I didn't really get a chance to do it too well last night, so I'll make sure to bed them solidly on the way home this evening so that they'll be in good condition for tomorrow's event. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these back on, double check the pressures in them, and then we'll put the vehicle back down and start working on that power steering flush. Also, a little note for NC and ND guys. One of the easy way to see is if you have an open diff or a limited slip. I'm going to spin the wheel this way, and notice they both spin the same. That is a limited slip. Open diff, one will spin forward, the other will spin backwards. So it doesn't really work the same on a torsion, but for these, that's an easy way to see. Alright, I got the power steering pump flushed. Right here, got it at the proper level again. Use this handy dandy machine right here, but this is what I use here, the Redline D4 ATF. It's what was recommended by a lot of people. So a lot more heat resistance, and we'll see how she does tomorrow with it. Alright, I got everything wrapped up for today. So gave it a little wash, wiped it down, wiped down the interior a little bit, clean the glass. Now we're gonna go bed these brakes. So I'll kind of try to give you a little walkthrough on what I'm gonna do. All right, now that we're in the car, what we're gonna do is accelerate to around 45 miles an hour. We're gonna do it about 3 times, and each time we're gonna hard brake down to about 20. So threshold brake down to 20 around 3 times, then we'll go to around 65 and get down to around 30 threshold braking. So we want to heat up those pads, make sure we get some of that material on those discs so that we want to use them tomorrow. They will have plenty of friction. Alright, so I feel like I got the brakes bedded in pretty well. It's handling fine, brakes feel great. So I'm gonna finish up some of my household chores and then get some sleep tonight and get out there in the morning. So we'll resume then. Alright, you see we are at the event now, getting set up. We already walked the course, so we'll finish getting ready. Then we'll get some footage of everybody driving.
Oh, so you just do that. You're actually like a so we should actually put our car on there and get accurate. This thing said we were making 120 horse.
obviously I need to work on narrating a little bit better at the track. Realize that on my way home. Probably should take more breaks and let you guys know more what's going on. But I am back home. The car ran really good. The only issue is I'm having high intake temperatures, which I hope to remedy soon, hopefully. Mostly by getting an aftermarket type intake here, where this will come straight through the bumper here and around, instead of curving here and then down with this big box in front of the engine and right in behind the radiator. And that will open up a lot more area for those fans to suck the air through that radiator, and less stuff here. It will be blocking air pushing through where the supercharger is, which is creating a lot of the high intake temperatures. Another thing I'm going to do is relocate this battery here off to the side here, move this back there behind the air to water intercooler there, the little plumbing for it. So those two things will move two large sources of blockage of airflow. So I hope to do that pretty soon, but after paying for a few other things, I'm gonna have to wait a minute and recoup some funds. So, but all in all, had a great time. Had 3 of the guys from one of our car groups come, the 2 yellow MRSs and a red ND Miata. So they are in some of that footage back there, so check them out, and I appreciate them coming out. And it was great having people to hang out with that I knew were already going to be there versus meeting new people, but meeting new people was also great. But thank you again for watching here at the Shop Worldwide. Have a great day. Please check out all our other videos and the merch we got going, and check out what Corey's got going on over there, and we'll see you next time.